Miller can be so dangerous, and how you had your match at Eastbourne against her in the past. How satisfied you are to get the win in just a 2-2 fashion, and with how you served in this match today?
Well, she's a very dangerous opponent, as you said, and today wasn't any different. I felt that it was important to keep pressure, and if you don't put pressure, she blasts winners. But with that pressure, it's a little bit more difficult. I felt that I did serve really well and returned well, so my first two shots were doing a lot of damage, and I think that was a big difference from the matches before. But the Eastbourne match was so long ago, I don't really remember. For me, it was important today to really play 1 point at a time, because against players like this, that's what's important, and I think I've done that quite well.
Vika, just how quickly were you able to kind of get over the Wimbledon loss and move on towards the hard court season? What's the preparation kind of been like for you?
It's been really, actually, quite challenging couple of weeks for me. I felt that I've done a lot of preparation, but I also didn't give myself any rest at all. So it kind of showed a lot in San Jose that it was struggling a little bit with being not as motivated, but physically as ready and as alert. But so I'm just trying to stay in the moment right now. I think in the later part of the year, expecting a lot more results, so there's a lot more pressure. So for me, it's important to try to play one match at a time, 1 point at a time, and to learn a little bit more that things are a little different for me now.
Vika, it's your first time back in Toronto in a few years. What's brought you back to Toronto, and how are you feeling coming into the tournament?
Well, it's a great tournament. I'm always loved playing here, and the city is cool. It's still popping after the championships won. So the city is amazing. I love playing in Canada. I feel that Canadian people are such big sports fans, and really appreciate. This one of the tournaments where you see full crowds at the qualifying, and which is amazing, which is what we want to play in front, big crowds and people who enjoy sports. So happy to be here, and hope I can stay as long as possible. But this tournament always has really strong fields, and it's a great way to get those matches that you want, those clutch matches against top players that you're going to face in the majors after.
And a belated happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you.
Still turning the 2-0, I'll say, because you're still maintaining the great youth and great vigor.
Thank you.
Did you have, at least, because you mentioned you have 4 chocolate cakes that they had to deal with last week. Did they give you even a 5th one or a 6th one? And also, just in terms of being like a big sister figure to players like Ashley Barty and Zhang Sensai, just your thoughts on just their growth, like from what you've seen in playing doubles and winning in doubles with them throughout this year.
Sorry, you said Ashley, and who else did you mention?
And Zhang Sensai.
It's. I'm very happy for Sei. She played amazing this week. Actually, my friend, when she was playing first round, he said, Sei is on fire, and then she won the tournament. So it was really cool to see. I'm very proud of her, and I got to know a player like Sei, playing doubles with her that I didn't really know personally. So it was an amazing opportunity for me. I found a new friend, and with Ashley, I'm honestly very proud of all of her achievements. She's an incredible role model for our sport, for young kids. She's super humble and an amazing human. We have a lot of fun on the court. She also helped me a lot to have fun on the court. I go through some difficult times, so she's been very helpful to me. I learn also a lot from her, because she's a very different player, and she's hilarious. Honestly, I had no idea how funny she is until I started playing doubles with her.
Congratulations on your win today.
Thank you.
Where do you find the balance of play singles and doubles? I feel like a lot of players kind of focus on one or the other. You seem to find success kind of in both. What do you see the benefit is to playing both as a player?
Well, when I was younger, I played a lot of doubles. I feel that it's a great development to learn tactics, to learn your skill, and for younger players, it would always be my suggestion to play as much and as many possible. At some point, you do have to make some choices to be able to focus and achieve your goals. It is quite difficult to play in and out, in the Grand Slam for 2 weeks. So sometimes you do need to think about some sacrifices. At the moment, doubles is a huge help for me, getting the matches experience. You can't recreate that in practice, so that's been really helpful with extra practice to be in the pressure moments, to try to make the right decisions in the clutch moments. So right now it's been really helpful. I'm not sure I'm going to play for all the time, but at the moment it's really helpful, and I believe that doubles, I think it's really fun to watch as well, especially when you come to the courts, not on TV as much, because you don't, I guess, see have all the experience, but I feel that every time we play, we have a full crowd and people really enjoy our matches.
Vika, this year the average age of the title winners on the WTA Tour is the lowest since 2008, which was the season that you and Caroline and Aga, Petra, like that whole crew started winning titles as teenagers. Mm-hmm. I'm just curious, can you put yourself back to what that was like that season, to have so many young players kind of coming through? I don't know how well you knew everybody else that was also making the breakthrough at the time, and did you kind of feel like it was the start of something, like this block of players kind of moving up?
Well, I felt that at the time that we were coming up, there weren't as many players that were coming through. It was, I would say, maybe 5-6 players that were really like making that step forward, and there was a lot of players at that time who, like Kim and Justine, and who were really, really consistent. And the game, I felt that at that moment when, obviously when Serena and Venus came on the tour, the game kind of changed, and I felt that when we came on the tour, the game started to shift a little bit more in terms of physicality. So I feel that this is just another splurge of kind of taking that physicality into the next level. The younger girls are more powerful. When I look at myself when I was 15 and I look at Coco Gauff when she's 15, it's about 20 years difference the way we look. But so I feel that this is really what's happening, is that new wave of physicality is going to continue to change the game a little bit.